All right, let's go straight across to this press conference that's being addressed by Virat Kohli.
No helmets, and if you're talking about Viv Richards, I mean, I can't even think of playing in a cap. He played all his career in a cap, anywhere in the world, and he hit fast bowlers with the new ball across the line for sixes over square legs. So, I mean, even thinking about it sends, chills down your spine. So that is different kind of, belief and motivation, which is very hard to recreate. As I've said before, I only try to go out there and do what I can do best. And Australia is a country that I like coming to. It has a very positive vibe. It's very relaxed. We can be ourselves here. We can walk around, just have a normal life. And I think that really helps you be in a very good mental space. No sort of, attention all the time, no pressure. You can just go around for a walk and no one really, bothering you or coming up to you too much. So I think that as a cricketer is very, very important to experience at times, just to feel relaxed and feel very normal. And I think that's what I like about Australia coming here, and that's probably something that keeps me in a good headspace when I come here.
I'll take last 5 questions in English. Anand, Saurav, Chidanand. Start from Chidanand.
Virat, in Melbourne, you became the fastest to reach 7,000 ODI runs, and the last game you completed your 25th one-day 100. Looking at all these numbers yourself, how do you look at the scale of your own achievements?
I still think of myself as a club cricketer wanting to do well in every game. Honestly, that's the kind of mindset I used to have when I hadn't played state cricket either for Delhi juniors, and I just wanted to go out there and win every match for my academy team and score the most number of runs every game that I played, and so remain not out in the end and finish the game off. That was something that I've always been taught by my coach, and it's something that luckily I've been able to remember for a while. And actually, I don't think about what has really happened in the career so far. At times when you do get reminded of it, or people speak to you about it, you don't actually sit down and have a discussion about these things, but you go back to your room and you think, this is probably too surreal to believe, because as I said, in our heads we still feel like we're playing the first game and we have that kind of excitement, that sort of nervousness before we go to bat. But for the outside world, it's a number of things, stats, numbers, and the career altogether, which we never look at when we go onto the field, which I think is very important. The moment you start drifting towards this side, you lose focus on what you have to do, and then everything starts crumbling down. So stats and numbers can take care of itself on the sidelines. I like to feel grateful that I am in that position, but it's very important to remember what got me into that position and still hold on to those hold on to those values and those beliefs.
Question from you, please.
Australia's for you, I think, 11 games in a row now across all formats. Given what's coming up, and obviously your group together in the World T20 as well, do you feel that Australia has a bit of a mental hold on you? Obviously, you got really close the other night and just couldn't quite get there. Do you think it's more of a mental thing coming up against Australia rather than an actual technical thing?
See, I can tell you personally that for me it's not a mental block. It's rather an opportunity, a challenge. Playing against a very good cricketing side gives me a chance to test myself where I stand, ability wise and mental setup wise as well. So as I said, we've failed to capitalize on the crunch moments in the game. If we were mentally bogged down, we wouldn't be able to compete at all. So I don't think that's probably the case. We need to be more smart about how to close games down, and you will see if the results are different. Obviously different sort of questions are asked and different sort of debates happen, but we are on this side of the result now. We have to respect that and take that sort of criticism that comes our way. And I would honestly like to say that we haven't been able to close games as well as we would have wanted to, but if we didn't have the ability, then we wouldn't be coming close in every game. After losing 3 games as well, we wouldn't have tried to chase the score down like we did the last game. So the guys are motivated, they want to win badly, But sometimes you need that extra bit of experience, which the Australians have in their own backyard. If they were playing at home, in India and not able to close games off, they will probably feel the same way that we are right now. That we are probably better equipped to finish games off in our conditions. But we would like to learn from this because we have to keep coming back here, and this is a place where we really want to do well, and the Indian team has played some really good cricket. But as I said, eventually in the shorter format, immediate results matter, and Australia has been the better team so far.
Virat from PTI. It's been over a year now that you became Test captain, and it started here in Australia itself, and you had some successes in Sri Lanka and South Africa. There was a loss in Goa as well. And then as an ODI batsman, you're part of the team as a batsman, and there have been ups and downs there as well with your form. I mean, obviously you started 2016 in much better way than 2015 went. This question is more about the role of Ravi Shastri, how Virat, the skipper season, and how Virat, the batsman in the ODI format season, how Virat the skipper and Virat the batsman sees Ravi Shastri in that sort of conversations you've had with him over the last, say, 1.5 years he's been with the team as team director?
Honestly, he's helped me more as a batsman, just with the mental side of things. As a captain, he doesn't like to interfere too much. He would probably, let you know after a game how it's gone and what are the sort of things, maybe end of the day's play, what we can try tomorrow. He will not try and make changes beforehand as far as captaincy is concerned, because he would like to let people learn themselves. But if need be, he would come and tell you. As a batsman, I think, because he's played so much, he's commented on the game so much, so he has seen a lot. And he has, massive knowledge about the game. So when he sees something that a batsman is being bogged down in a particular area, he will tell you a solution about what can be done. He was the one who told me to stand outside the crease and widen my stance, after the England tour, and which worked wonders for me in Australia. Then going back to a narrower stance, again he brought it up along with Sanjay Bangar, who's the batting coach as well, to help me move better. Because we felt that areas of my game are being blocked and I can really open up. I was not able to play square of the wicket. So these things are important to get to you, but it's more important to work on those things as well. So his contribution has been massive. Not much difference in the way we speak when I'm captain or when I'm not. As I said, it's pretty much on the lines of speaking about the mental aspect of the game. Which really doesn't differ when I'm captain or batsman, because generally that kind of mindset you can use in any discipline that you're taking care of. So his contribution has been massive.
Last question in English, Saurabh.
Virat, you have been described by the Australians as the most Australian amongst Indian batsmen almost. Do you take that as a compliment, or how do you view it? And just if you could give us an update about Ajinkya Rahane, whether he's...
That I'll do.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, last time during the Test series, I think I heard about this, and I don't know. That's the way I've always played. Maybe it relates to the Australian public more because the players here obviously have similar kind of approach towards the game, or they don't like to sort of back off from an argument on the field. I come from a city where you always had to fight your way up the system, and I think those things, even the things that happen in your life, make you sort of mentally tougher, and things don't bother you after a while because you're working hard enough, and you don't really go out there and take unnecessary things being said to you from anyone. I follow that in life, I follow that in cricket as well, because as long as I'm working hard honestly, I don't need to really explain myself to anyone, or go out there and prove to anyone that I haven't done anything wrong. If I've done something wrong, I will know it myself and I will say it. But I think that's where it comes from, and that's the kind of attitude you see with people in Australia as well. Maybe that's why they can connect to it a little bit. But I've never taken it seriously. I mean, I don't take it along with me everywhere that people think I'm more Australian than Indian. it's just something that might connect to them, that they feel that way. But I'm.
All right, that was Virat Kohli, India's test captain, speaking about the series in Australia. Remember, Australia leading 4-0.